But yeah, you probably won't be able to go to sleep if you want to watch it on Saturday because you gotta.
I remember when Prince Diana died. That
too.
shit was on.
It was
I remember waking up in the middle of the night.
She was fresh as fuck. Like, I read this other article, but she was also like the first one. Like her sons was the first ones to go to public school. No royal kids go to public school. I'm not really sure why they would, but she was the one that was.
Who's gonna fuck with the royal kids?
I mean, you can't because they would have to have security, but like
you'll die.
And they still got to experience that, which is cool for them, I guess. But like saying she did a lot of stuff that like veered away from tradition because she was just like, fuck this, I'm about to live my life. But yeah, anyway.
Never mind.
Royals.
I'm not even gonna get that joke.
What? Was it bad?
It could be inappropriate. I was just gonna say like, you said like she lived her life to the fullest, and I was like, did that really work out?
She's going too fast.
Oh, see, I didn't say that.
That was the inference. No, I think it was.
I feel like Beavis and Butthead and shit.
I think it was the Secret Society. I think it was the Secret Society.
How did Beavis and Butthead used to talk? I guess she was in the People ain't gonna know what the fuck Beavis and Butthead is.
People don't know what Beavis and Butthead is.
No.
Tell me you know what
I know what Beavis and Butthead is.
You know how many times I seen Beavis and Butthead Take America? Like when the movie, when they like was on the bus and went to Vegas with the old people. Jesus Christ. That's a funny movie. I might watch that tonight. That was a crazy ass show.
Remember 106 in Park?
Yes. I called 106 in Park before.
Me too. Who had? Tony has.
You haven't called 106? No, he was in there where it was cheesy 106. Bow Wow was the host. We was there when Bow Wow was the star.
But that was like, it was so iconic. Like it literally took over our life for like a good 5 years.
Does it not get enough attention or credit because it was a black show? Or does it not get enough credit and attention because all those shows like that don't really get the praise, like the TRLs, the Rap Cities. They don't get like
they fucking brought TRL back like it was like.
Yeah, but that shit canceled now.
Is it?
Yeah, it got canceled like last month.
I can see that.
Yeah, because it don't work no more. Like niggas don't care about that. I just seen Nicki Minaj on Instagram. I don't need to see her on TRL.
Yeah. And you gonna see the video first on a link to Vivo or YouTube first.
They don't even get premieres no more. We ain't got time for that. Nobody watch TV. Nah. So, but is that a cause for not? I guess that's one of the things that just got to get washed under the bridge, though.
Washed under the bridge? It was like
iconic.
It was like especially when that's the nigga I don't like his mouth.
Rich Boy.
Yeah.
Why you got two white girls? Never mind.
You know why?
Carrie Hilson.
This is a bad video. Anyway.
She said, throw some D's on that.
I think when AJ and Free was on there, like...
They had a good era with Terrence J and Roxy. You can't fake on that era either. Terrence J and Roxy held it down.
The thing is...
Probably longer than AJ and Free.
Nah.
Yo, Terrence J and Roxy, we gotta look that up. I think that was on 106 in Park.
Look at 106 in Park. In the host, it should have it on the side, like, you know, the host.
You know how to search Wikipedia, right? But, go ahead. You say because I had something to say about it.
No, you go.
So we had.
You said what?
Terrence J. That's something.
106 in Park.
We trying to figure out how long.
Just go to 106 in Park.
Who was hosted 106 longer? But things like that just gonna have to get swept up and left in history that don't get acknowledged because the new people. New kids and generations, they don't even have no reason to look up to that or acknowledge that because we don't even consume anything like that anymore. Let me see. Wait, what?
Did they not know this show? Why would they put it like this? Terrence J from 2006 to 2012.
16.
I mean, yeah, 12. Hold up, what?
They was on there for 10 years. I told you they was on there longer than Free and AJ.
Why does it say 2012?
They probably fucked up because they probably left and came back.
It says 2006 to 2012.
Yeah, they fucked up. But let's just go 2000. You know they was probably there from 2006 to At least 2012.
Yeah.
No, probably like 13. Either way. Where is Free G? I said Free G.
See, they ain't even got it.
Oh, here you go, right there. 2000 to 2005. So they did like probably 5 years.
True, but it was more iconic during that time than it was from.
I mean, it was the first host, but that's not. I'm just saying, let's not sleep on the Roxy and.
I'm not, but like to me, when we were in it, it seemed bigger than it does looking back at it. Like to.
I'm split because I can't even be having this conversation. Because yeah, I spent it's like different points in my life from 10 to 15 or 14, probably like one of those years, it was AJ and Free. And then for my latter years, until I grew out of the shit, it was Terrence and Roxy.
I don't know,
I just remember classic moments from that.
I didn't really care about it when Terrence and Roxy was doing it. I don't know if it was just where I was at my life at that point, but like, I exclusively watched it when AJ and Free was on there, but Terrence and Roxy, like, I remember the beginning, like when they were new, and the end when they were beefing.
Oh Lord. I guess that's how they remember humans anyway. The day you born and the day you die.
Hashtag sad.
I heard you say that in your place. You crazy as fuck.
It's a super serious topic too.
That's fucked up.
It just came out.
Damn.
Just came out to their family?
Huh? No, it just slipped out.
Oh, I thought you said the person just came out.
Pause.
What she said, ditto.
Pause.
But I don't think we don't need it because there's no inkling of this show anymore. Like, we don't even know.
I don't think
a video show.
I don't want it.
Why would you care about that in 2018?
I don't think we need it. I don't want it to come back, but I just feel like I think
it deserves some
even
respect.
Just its time period and AJ and Free, and if we want to, Terrence and Roxy, I guess.
As a respect to history, yes, because it broke a lot of artists.
Hell, the fuck yeah.
106 Park, TRL, them shits broke. Shit, TRL whole Britney Spears career.
Yeah, a lot of artists.
Yeah.
Eminem.
NSYNC. Fucking 106 broke what? B2K, Bow Wow. Yeah. You couldn't really not drop a video and not come to 106 Park.
Nah.
So
like the Breakfast Club.
The new joint of the day.
Man,
come on, bro.
That shit was
dope.
iconic.
That shit was dope. The audience was always live.
Everybody I knew watched 106 Park.
And then they made a commercial out of people running in the house when 106 Park.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was real life.
Yeah, that's what made it so dope. Like, oh shit. Yeah, I'm about to go in the house, y'all. 106 Park about to come on.
Who do you think,
that is dope.
What are some of the artists that you think were overrated from that era? Or I guess any era.
Overrated?
I mean, underrated.
Luda.
Yeah.
Nelly. Ja. It is a bunch of other people in there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of one-hit wonders in that era too, though.
Yeah, but I think the ones you chose are like standard.
Yeah, and I think just because they're in that era, they fall into the place of 106 and Park 2.
Damn, they fall by the wayside.
Yeah, you don't hear kids talking about fucking. You don't even like Southern hospitality.
More people probably know Ludacris as an actor than they do as a rapper.
And
more
that's
kids at this point.
That's absolutely sad. This nigga only did one movie.
He's not even that good at acting.
No.
He's a way better rapper.
Nigga grows bush back.
I forgot what we was listening to the other day, but I was like, damn, he really spit. And not that I didn't know that he could spit, but it was just like, the nostalgia of like, damn, he's really good.
I think them niggas was like caricatures. Like, that's why like, we don't really know them. Like, they didn't give enough. I'm pretty sure they did sprinkle it, but their career wasn't based off, like, them. Yeah. It's like a character. Like, Ludacris is obviously a character.
That was probably better, and probably why people weren't, like, if somebody had a rape charge, fucking taking their music down. Oh, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah, I thought you was just gonna rush it in there.
Nah, I
wasn't
thinking about it. Nah.
While talking about rape.
No, but Ludacris was like that. I think Exhibit was like that.
Exhibit.
I'm not saying good. I'm saying,
I do got an Exhibit song on my playlist though.
I'm saying
What you see is what you get now. That was a good record.
what was it? Busta Rhymes.
I was gonna say Busta, but yeah, I was scared to say Busta, but yeah, Busta's in there too. Cause Busta fall to the wayside too.
Yeah, that's true. What is it about that time period?
They was too animated. They didn't give us the real shit. They
Oh,
didn't give
that's
us
why
them.
you said that. Oh, okay.
We don't know. This is the Usher thing. We
Yeah.
don't even know these niggas. Like we know they can. And then you look back. I can see the little kids looking back at Ludacris and Nelly and all these songs like these niggas is whack and corny. Y'all talk about us. This shit is corny. Like I can see that. Like it's probably how we look at 80s rap. Like a 1 and a 2 and a nothing to do. I got a move. Like it's probably like dirt is our mind, don't dirt is our bird. Like what's the difference with that?
Oh, true. Yeah.
It's not the same.
What is like if each decade of rap or whatever had a voice or a way of rapping, like that would be the 80s.
Cadence.
Yeah, like what is it now?
I put it to death. I 7 to none.
Yeah.
It's the trap shit.
Yeah. Everybody rap. Like that's the only bad part I don't like about this era. Well, yeah. It's like if I listen to one song, I damn near listen to 30. Like I don't have to listen to him because I listen to him and his songs don't sound like him. Like, I just don't get anything from him.
And there's so many littles with colorful hair. Like I can't keep up with who is who. Little Peep, Little Pump, Little
Scoopy. Little Scrappy. Oh, that's a real person.
Huh?
I said a little Scrappy, but that's a real person.
Oh, that was cool.
That was cool?
Yeah, I'm talking about this, like, they aren't, I mean, not to say they aren't nicknames, but, like, now it's, like, who can be more,
Who can be smaller?
what's the word they use in Niggas in Paris? Provocative. Like, we don't know what it means kind of name.
It's the people
like,
going.
Somebody said that in the past. I can't remember who it was, but like to have a name that like only people in the know like know how to pronounce or say or how to bring it up or like that's the thing.
We're having this regular rap names like Ice Cube.
It's my mama called me Titty Boy, so my name's Titty Boy. Like,
now it's 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
2 Chainz is a better name than Titty Boy.
Definitely. Titty is just. You can't.
2
How you
Chainz
gonna
is sound
show?
tight.
How you gonna like show up at the Met Gala? Like, what's your name?
Yeah.
Titty Boy. That don't even.
Did you just say titty?
Nah, that's worse.
Nah, just people just call them titty tit.
Nah, B, that's weird.
Tata.
Nah. That's weird.
TT.
That's weird. I
Tit.
don't like that.
Teat. It's a bunch of ways you can say his name. She looked at me like, nigga, I'm not calling this nigga Titty.
No,
Like,
I
no
feel
way.
just as silly. I don't like feeling silly. Like, if I feel silly saying your
I mean,
name, I'm probably not gonna listen.
We had stupid names though growing up.
Who?
Rappers.
Who?
Ludacris, Snoop
It's
Doggy
Ludacris.
Dog.
It was Ludacris.
Ice
Hold up,
T.
let's go one at a time. Rebuttal.
Okay.
Ludacris. He was so big and crazy. It's like that's Ludacris.
No, his name is
And
just
his
Chris.
name is Chris. It's a play on both.
Eminem. That's a stupid ass name. If somebody said their name was Eminem,
It is, but he didn't spell it M-N-N.
then that's what made it. I'm pretty
That's
sure it
the
wasn't
only
like that
thing
at the beginning though. I'm pretty sure he had M&M's on.
What's his real name?
Marshall
Marshall
Mathers.
Mathers.
M and M. He got
I
M.
get it. When he spelled it with the E, it's totally dope. It's
Yeah,
dope
man.
that way. But when I'm pretty sure at the beginning when he was like Eminem, it was just Eminem. I guarantee you. I actually can find a
Was it
picture
like
with him in an
was
Eminem
it the
tracksuit
candy or
with
his,
candy on
or
it.
his initials?
That's not tight.
Was it the candy or his initials?
I'm glad he
Both.
changed it.
True. I don't know. He did something right.
Got rid of the M&Ms.
Who else? I'm about to say, why are you looking at jerseys?
What? Oh yeah, the picture.
Who else? Who else did you say?
Who did I say?
You
Eminem,
said
Ice Cube,
Ice Cube.
Ice T, Dr. Dre. Snoop Doggy Dogg.
It's still better than XXX. I don't even know what
I don't know, B. Ice Cube?
It's snappy. It's sales oriented. You can't sell an XXX Tentacion. I can't even say that shit. You can't spell it. You can't. It's just not good sales. I mean, obviously it is. Because people don't want to be sold to, so it's perfect. I don't know.
That's one thing I just don't know. We got to get off the young people about. Because we had a bunch of littles too.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, I don't know. It was on brand.
Was it?
Yeah.
Little Scrappy was on brand?
Yeah. Because now it's like, like they're rappers, but it's almost like punk rock.
Yes.
And when I guess what I mean by on brand, like I feel like the rappers now should have their own genre. I mean, it's still under hip hop, but like
it's a subgenre.
It should have a name.
Like
trash.
Actually, this is the most creative era we in.
I know, I agree, and I not trash as it is trash, but like trap and.
It's trash that is so much of the same kind of music. That's what's trash.
But I mean, yeah, it is. I don't know.
Like, I think everybody. Not that they didn't do it in the past, but I think people really looking at rappers like, I can make money.
You don't think the trend?
Like, I don't even have to be good. I can really just do this. Give me that beat. Let me say something.
Hey.
Talk it. How I
Yeah.
walk it. Walk it. Walk it. How I talk. Okay, put that up. Say something retarded in the verse. You can say, you don't even got to say anything. As long as it come back, the beat drop out, and it go, you take them snares out and go, walk it, like I talk it, and the 808 is hidden, you guys smash. It's a formula. Like, it's literally the same. I guess this is like how they used to do with pop records stuff. Like, it's a formula. Just follow the formula.
Do you think the fact that like literally being trendy is on trend, and that will make it not last?
Oh, I think it's soon to be over.
Like this or not generation, but this, I don't know, handful of.
Yeah, I think. I don't know though, because these niggas is just getting started. These little niggas love to do dumb shit and listen to dumb music and like just do dumb shit. Like that's their whole gimmick. It's very kid music. I just like want to see like, your audience grows up. Like you got like a 3-year span where you could crank out that shit. You know what I mean? Like before your audience just turns 21 or 25 or like.
Once you hit real adult life, this stuff is.
Fuck, I want to listen to Walking Like I Talking For. Like going through real life shit. Like this nigga studying all the time. Just like I can see that. I can't even listen to some music that I listened to when I was younger. I listen to some Eminem music and you're like, can't listen to that. Like you just get older and like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like you just don't feel comfortable, and I guess that could lead to our Spotify conversation.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cause Spotify, they took R. Kelly and XXXTentacion off they curated playlist in light of their recent scandals. Do you think that's fair? They didn't take their music off the app. They just took their songs out of their playlist.
I mean, it's not good what they did, but I guess as long as they didn't take it off Spotify. But it's still like good music.
Isn't it?
Well, R. Kelly's still good music.
Go ahead. You were about to say something.
I mean, I don't know. I was just about to shit all on it because the whole thing is stupid because you fake care, number one, because if you really care, you would just take it off of fucking Spotify. And like we was talking about before.
Like trying to get
how many R. Kelly fans listen to R. Kelly from a playlist? No, they're going to R. Kelly albums.
Yeah, so it's really not that effective with you trying to be like fake rigid. And what we was talking about before, it's retarded because
can't use the word retarded.
Sorry, fuck. I keep forgetting. I really mean to stop using that word. You will have to. It's a slippery slope to like taking everybody off fucking Spotify.
Because I read an article with it's like this black woman movement group. And they like congratulated Spotify for taking that step, and then it was like now it's time to remove acts like Eminem and Nelly and all these artists who've been accused of shit.
Who's left?
Nobody.
And it's just accusations like.
The yodeling kid. That's the only one left.
That's all we got on Spotify.
Like this is all Disney playlist, and them niggas doing coke.
Exactly. I don't know, man. I just don't know what would be.
I can't believe people have fallen for that.
And it was what I was
like.
It was
oh
before.
yes, you see what Spotify did, like
how you were saying Ludacris. His music was separate from like his life. Like his music was so big or whatever.
Yeah.
And like right now the issue is the shit is too.
But they haven't been convicted
together.
of anything.
Yeah, I know, but like even if they have.
It's like a personal vendetta against our
even if they have, even if they have, should we stop? Should their music be taken down off of sites? Even if they are,
you can't do that. It like goes against something in the Constitution. I know it, like somewhere.
Just something somewhere.
It's something morally, not morally, but it's something like you gonna delete. You can't delete his music from my life. You don't bear that control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I don't want to listen to R. Kelly,
damn.
I won't listen to R. Kelly, and that would be it. You don't tell me. You don't take it off.
But if you don't have CDs, how like they could do that? If everybody is streaming,
it's the new
if
era.
everybody is streaming and it's not, it's not actually on their phone or like in their memory, like.
That's why you gotta keep the spare hard drive full of music.
Okay.
Like I got.
Okay.
Just in case everything goes to shit, I still got all the music that I would listen to. Streaming just makes it easier to listen to music.
It saves you.
It saves you hell of a time and space. Like
that's about it. Just
But don't tell me. Give me the option that I want to listen to everything that I can. If I don't want to listen to R. Kelly, I would choose not to listen to R. Kelly. Like I don't think that's kind of who are you doing it for? Because you don't really care about the victim. Because like you said, you would have said
it's so fake.
You kind of. I hate that I'm defending R. Kelly because I really don't want to defend R. Kelly, but like. You can't do that. Like, if a person is hasn't been found guilty of anything, you can't punish this guy. You know what I mean? Like, you can, but it ain't right. Like, it ain't the way that the system is supposed to be. Like,
it's like the white people calling the cops on black people just doing like you can't.
I don't know how that. I knew that was bringing up sometime in the podcast.
You can't prove that they're doing anything wrong, but you just want to react anyway.
Yeah, like,
take it down. Take it down.
You can't do that
because I'm uncomfortable.
You can't do that. I mean, you can because it's your shit.
It's like peeing on your useless. When you think about it.
Because R. Kelly pissed on the girl.
Allegedly.
You going there?
No, he didn't.
I corrupted Tony now. He's
I see. We influenced him in a bad way.
Yeah, you can't do that. If you're gonna do it, just do it all the way.
That's
who's listening to R.
thing.
Kelly on the playlist? Like I can see XXXTentacion. Like I can see most of his fan base is probably noticing because playlists, especially Spotify's playlists, are like. You make it on one of those, like that caviar playlist, you guaranteed to make it, basically. Like, it's like a curator kind of thing.
True.
So, I can understand from XXXTentacion's standpoint because he's a new artist and I'm pretty sure most of his listens started from playlists and this being added to here and streaming just in general.
Mm-hmm.
But R. Kelly, he not even a streaming era artist.
True.
Like,
they all late.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think back catalog. I know it does get listened to, but I don't think back catalog of old artists get listened to enough unless something comes on TV, like a commercial or like. Yeah, it's a few people listening to it, but my mother don't stream music. She listens to old music. You know what I mean? Like I stream old music because here and there because I'm aware of it, but the youth who's streaming is really made for, like music wise. I mean, look for R. Kelly. Who is R. Kelly? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. I don't know. The whole thing is.
Where do you stop?
It just feels like a half-ass, fake-ass, let me just keep my fans' money kind of thing. Like, this is what y'all want. All right, whatever. We don't really care. We just gonna mute the shit. We're not gonna actually do anything.
I took Step in the Name of Love off Barbecue Mix. Barbecue Mix. Okay, nigga, I'm gonna add it back on my own playlist that I made. Think I'm not playing Step in the Name of Love at the barbecue this summer? You out of your damn mind.
Out of it. You done lost it.
R. Kelly's a musical genius, man. We gonna have to. Y'all can keep fighting all y'all want, but y'all.
The work speaks
if you
for
think
itself.
if you think you ain't gonna hear R. Kelly the rest of your life, you must be out your motherfucking mind.
It's just not a thing. It's not gonna be a thing.
You think you gonna ever not hear the ABC song ever in life again? No, that song's been around forever. Just like I Believe I Can Fly. Forever.
All right, we got a 3-part relationship debate.
Oh Lord. We only. Jesus Christ, we're like an hour in and we just getting into
Davon
this.
and Tony both start sweating and shit.
Let me get my turn though. Go ahead, start it up.
Oh Lord, okay. The first one we was, I got some picture of Amber Rose came out and she was like lighting some little nigga's cigarette. I forgot who they were.
One of the littles.
Yeah, one of the.
I really don't know his name. Not being funny, I really just don't know.
Yeah, but lighting a cigarette, looking seductive, like they was dating or something, and then the next day she like wrote some shit to 21 Savage, who they're not together. Whatever, that's not important. The important part is.
And then Black China is pregnant by somebody who looks like one of my friend's little brothers.
But
who just graduated high school.
Davon had the question of like, why is the Cougar relationship not as like creepy as like the older dude dating the younger girl, like the Mahershala Ali in the Roxanne story. Mahershala, I think that's his name.
Oh, I was like, who the fuck are you talking about? Hershey's?
But yeah, like why when the like older dude date the like teenager is weird, but when the older girl date the not
teenage
teenager,
guy,
but yeah, teenage guy is not as weird.
Because I feel like when an older guy gets with a younger girl, it's like predatory. It's like creepy.
But
well, it depends on the age range.
And you don't think when the older woman does it, it's not predatory?
Why not?
Because I mean that boy got game.
That's what y'all think.
You gotta have some type of game though. You ain't just pulling the overjoint.
Most of I'd say 80% of the time, 85% of the time, he gotta have game. But sometimes, like true cougar fashion, you just need to steal some right energy real quick. And like, who better to do it than some little nigga that think he all that because he getting some fucking vintage pussy. Let me just like steal his energy real quick.
You think we give a? I don't think we give a fuck.
Oh, I don't think y'all do.
I think that's the reason why though.
Yeah,
if guys gave a fuck, like your dad would care. Like if your dad reacted the way the other way, it'd probably be a problem. But we ain't even raised to even think that. You like, oh shit, you knocked that down. You knocked down Amber Rose.
True.
Niggas don't give a fuck.
What was he? Oh, that Zelia Banks episode that she was talking about how she dated some old ass nigga and she was just talking about like I could taste his old ass breath. Like I can feel the kisses right now.
Yeah, that's just weird. I was even picture something in particular. There was something I was about to say. I'm totally forgot.
Sorry.
It's cool.
But yeah, I don't know. I can see that.
Oh, that's what it was. Before I forget. It always strikes me, I always think like, man, all these rappers just date the same girl. Like it's always the same girls, you know what I mean? And like, why is that? And then I thought in my head like, oh, territorial thing, I have her now, kind of like braggadocious to the rap community. And then I was thinking like, I guess it don't matter because if Amber Rose wanted to fuck you, you ain't saying no. You know what I mean? Like, even if you thought like, man, she done been with 48 trillion men,
shit,
you're gonna be like,
I gotta try it. I gotta see.
Not me though. Tony. I'm speaking for people in Tony's situation.
Yeah.
Only if you were there.
True. That's fair.
That's how you gotta win it over. You already edging me out for Megan Thee Stallion, so.
Not really. I didn't
She's
say.
Like, ooh.
I didn't say I wanted you there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You edging me out.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't even brought up. She was like, I just want her alone. While I'm right there holding the camera and the video for her to watch.
She was really cool. I don't know.
But yeah, so you.
I don't think it's. Yeah, I can see because the mindset is what makes it predatory.
But females are more mature than guys. Y'all say y'all mature faster and everything. So for older guys dating a younger girl, how young we talking? Hit the R. Kelly. How old we talking?
High school, like.
That's predatory.
Even legal.
But you know what's weird about that situation?
What?
I've known girls in high school who dated older guys outside of high school, and we was just like, eh.
Yeah, but their parents wasn't like.
Fuck their parents at that point.
Yes.
They already know what they wanted. Like their parents obviously didn't do a good job, unless they really mature.
I don't know. I think the older guy, whether it's the older guy dating a younger girl or the older girl dating a younger guy, I think the older person has some kind of issue or insecurity.
What if Leonard dated an older girl? Would you have a problem with that?
It depends on how much older she was. If she
He 18, she 35.
If she closer to my age than his, no, that's my rule.
If she's 18 and if he's 18, how old you gonna be?
I don't know. I don't know. I was 27 when he was born, right?
He gonna be 1 and.
No, I was 20.
Math is not on this show.
I was 26 when he was born. Right?
Yeah, you were 26.
I was 26 when he was born, so 18 years from that is 30, 44. I'll be 44 when he's 18. And she's 35 and he's 18. Nah.
Why not?
She too close to my age.
Why you cock blocking?
That's like
that ain't even close to your age
protecting
though.
my son from sexual abuse.
Sexual abuse.
If you split the years like between it's fucking 9 years between me and her and fucking what 27 years between.
They got a whole nother adult between.
No.
They got a whole nother college graduate.
That's fucking.
But you can't hate like that. And at that point you ain't gonna
hate. I'm protecting my son.
Bro, he's an adult at that point.
I don't give
That's
a
my
fuck.
next point. You can't do shit with an 18-year-old.
I
What
don't
you
give a
say?
fuck.
What you gonna say? Like,
no.
I can't have sex with you, Amber Rose, because my mommy said I can't.
I don't want him to have sex with an Amber Rose type anyway.
Why not?
True.
He living it up.
He
He's gonna be
needs to
18.
I want him to have standards. I want him to.
Amber Rose ain't standards.
I want him to be picky.
Amber Rose is not a slut. Is that what you're referring to?
I don't know what she is. She's been around way too much.
A woman can't sleep with a lot of men and still be respected as a
They can,
upstanding.
but not the type of woman that I want my son to
What type of woman is that? That's what I'm asking.
Like me. The fuck you mean?
You want him to? That's crazy. That's that incest shit.
I'm not saying
I want him to date a woman
exactly
just like me.
but women who have like those kind of standards.
What if you bring home a girl that looks like you?
I mean, that's weird, but
What's weird?
I just want him to have standards. I don't want him to like. He can.
Okay, what if he has standards and she's 35?
He can
What's
fuck
wrong
the
with that?
occasional thought. He can fuck the occasional.
If she's
thought,
35,
but I want
how's
him
that
to
not
know.
standards? How's that choosing the lack of
That's-
standards?
Because that's fucking emotionally inappropriate.
What if our son's really mature?
He is gonna be really mature, but still.
I don't know. Sounds
Bruh,
a little
he got-
weird.
It's 25 years.
Why?
Like,
Age ain't nothing
it's
but a
25,
number.
It's 26 years between
According
me
to R.
and
Kelly?
him. He can date an older woman that's closer to his age than mine.
But if he falls for a 35-year-old, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna be disproven until I fucking.
First of all, no. Yeah, y'all.
I'm about to say that's definitely gonna happen. I'm gonna be disapproving until something changes.
Black mothers
or
don't
they
act
break
like
up,
that for real.
or
Black mothers be chill.
Some black mothers.
They fake it behind the scenes, and then in
That's
front of the
just as
girl
bad.
face, they be like, "Oh, come here, girl. What you want something to eat, Amber?
Yeah. we gonna have
Come
to
here,
do
girl."
that.
Y'all gonna have good conversation because y'all close in age. Y'all can relate.
Oh my god, see, that's just weird. No.
She gonna be talking about.
No. Did you see the
Menopause.
stocks today?
Lennon gonna be like, I just got out of high school.
See,
You
no.
wanna go see my room? Leave that boy alone.
No.
I play
That's
basketball.
So nah, if he dating 35 years, she gotta have her own crib. You think you even wanna know when I'm at her crib?
That's what he gonna have to do. Cause
And you think the parents ain't gotta know about your relationships for real. They only know because you let them know.
I mean, yeah, no, that's why I'm like,
So-
whatever, he can do that, that's fine.
He gonna let me know. Be like, yeah, he doing it up, bruh.
And I'm gonna torture you until you tell me.
Bruh. I'm gonna tell you just because
You want to see
we're in a
how...
relationship and we pillow talk.
Good luck, everybody, if you tell me anything.
That's the whole point of being in a relationship.
Yo, when I was in... Quick story, sorry. When I was in New Orleans, it was like 10 of us staying in fucking Airbnb. And when I tell you it was like real world New Orleans, it really was. Like, it was nuts or whatever. But it was this... 2 of the people in the house dated. And the girlfriend of one of the people, not the one that's dating somebody, the girlfriend of one of the people don't like the girl that dated the other person. I don't know, whatever. But basically, they was getting mad at him because he was telling his girlfriend the stuff the stuff he told his girlfriend is why his girlfriend don't like my friend. So they was like, why the fuck you even tell your girl that? Like, you could have just omitted the stuff. Like, yeah, we went to the party, like, you know, I was doing this, she was humping him, and, you know, like, he was telling his girl about his day or whatever, and his day just happened to include some stuff about her, and, you know, stuff
was he
she
doing
wasn't
wrong?
supposed to be doing. Huh? He wasn't doing, but, like...
She was doing wrong.
Yeah, his friend is viewed as very promiscuous, I guess. So the girlfriend didn't want her boyfriend around the promiscuous girl, but if the boyfriend didn't tell the girlfriend what the promiscuous girl was doing, then the girlfriend would be mad.
You as a woman, wouldn't you want a guy to do that?
Yeah, but the people who
we can't win for winning, Tony.
No. Listen. The people who was doing wrong was mad at him for telling his girlfriend that. Like,
yeah, of course. That's
they was like, you can leave us out the story. Like, you don't have to tell your girlfriend that part. Like, it don't really have to do with you. You just happen to be around. But yeah, what they don't understand is that, like, that's how like people in relationships pillow talk. Like, it's you just talk about it. It's just you just do. Like, I don't know how else to get around that. But, you know, obviously the promiscuous people weren't really in relationships to
and what do they care?
But
yeah, take your girlfriend. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck she gonna do to me?
Just cause problems.
Fuck her. People got a hard time just, give a fuck. You'll be.
I don't know. That was part 1. Part 2.
The Godfather.
The relationship trilogy. They released Nas' finances in this Nas and Khalees custody hearing. Is it a custody thing?
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember the numbers?
He makes 100 and like
70.
a little over, huh?
It was 170.
170. I thought it was a 130.
Yeah, it might be 130.
He makes 130K
a
month, and he spends 76K a month. And he pays $8,000
in child
support a month.
I think that's enough, right?
You could do 10%. Dang, that seemed like a lot though.
Hell yeah. And I told her too yesterday.
I mean, 8,000 is a lot too.
Yeah. And I told her yesterday something I never thought of with child support. Nigga, if we in a partnership, if this kid is our partnership basically, if I'm giving up $8,000 a month, what you giving up?
Obviously more, cause
she not spending more than $8,000 on that baby out her pocket a month. I don't believe it.
But he only gets him on the weekend, so she got the whole week where she putting up more for his
$8,000 is, and then he got to spend more money on the weekend.
If his dad got a fucking 130K a month lifestyle, you don't think he need to live that at his mom's house too?
He does.
That's the whole
we
point
looked
of
it up
child
though.
support.
He does live that lifestyle at his mother's house.
We didn't look it up.
You looked up her house.
Yeah, but
what lifestyle is that?
You don't think his house he doing the same stuff? Even if
I think
you don't think his house is just as expensive as hers?
So that's my point.
Right, but it's not half. But it's not half because they're not splitting his custody by half. He just get him on the weekends.
Okay, and I'm saying even with all that knowledge being in the air, $8,000 is enough.
If I'm
getting you on the weekends, what I gotta spend another what? $10,000?
No, you ain't gotta spend nothing.
What's that?
The thing is,
what you spend in a day? How much you spend in a day?
If you divide 76. Divide 76 by 30. Tony. Or for somebody.
I got you. You said 76 by 30?
Yeah.
2.2.
You put 67.
What did you say?
76.
Oh. 2.5.
So he's spending $2,000 a day for himself. He can spend that on his son.
I'm giving you $8,000 a month.
Obviously, his lifestyle calls for $8,000 or more a month.
I'm just saying, I think that's enough. She's saying like the baby should be getting a little bit more if he making
No,
over $100K a month.
The thing is, it's always a percentage of your fucking.
How much though?
Like for tax wise, it's like 30% of your fucking shit.
I think it depends on how much you making.
It does. It's always a percentage of what you make. They say that like if you like that's what the child credit is. It's like a percentage of your income and what they think you using that on your fucking.
Okay, so how much you think the kid should be getting from now? Depending on how much. You see how much you make a month. How much you think the kid should be getting a month?
I say 10, 20 from each parent.
Okay, but if Nas getting them on the weekends,
right?
How you know he ain't spending $2,000 worth of time?
I mean,
I know that sounds wrong, but like how you know that ain't the 10?
I mean, I guess it is obviously, but
I'm just saying, like, bruh, our child costs $20,000 a month.
But if the $8,000 was based on what they thought he was making before, and now he's making more, he gotta pay more.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's all I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, in the heart of hearts, $8,000.
I mean, if we think about America, like obviously it's households that like spend way less than that on their child a month.
Majority of households.
Yeah, but I don't think they the type. They not the Nas households and the Khalid's households.
You're absolutely right. But I'm just saying, the little boy ain't paying for the house. The house is paid for. What does he do? What does a little boy do a month? That karate lessons? What's that? Couple $100
security
a month.
Uber.
That's a kid in the Uber.
She probably don't even have security.
Clothes. I don't know.
Clothes?
Probably, yeah.
How does anybody spend $76,000 a month?
I'm talking about night.
I know, but either way, like I
can see Nas spending $77,000 a month because he's fucking Nas. His son ain't fucking Nas. His son ain't going on tour.
He's supposed to be
the son of Nas.
Huh?
It's the son of Nas.
It's the son of Nas.
Like
he ain't godson though.
How much of your paycheck do you think goes to your child?
A good percentage.
I think it's way more than 10%.
In a month?
That's why kids.
In a month?
I mean, yeah, monthly. Or not, just in general, I guess. Of all the money that you would earn over your life.
At this point, we really don't spend. We just spend money on food if we need it. Because you buy food, he ain't an infant no more, so speaking for their kid, but he probably need more. But as my kid right now, he don't need shit.
I mean, because he's not getting as many toys and clothes, because
he don't need it.
I mean, yeah. My whole point of saying all this is I think that we're operating off of like this amount of money lifestyle. Like,
even if you rich, right? How much are you spending? What are you doing?
Obviously, a lot. If he can spend $76K
I'm talking about
on
for
himself,
a kid.
you can spend $8K. I don't know.
Found out then.
I just obviously they
finding questions. You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Obviously, they finding stuff to pay for if he paying $76K a month, and that probably includes the $8K that.
She's obviously doing fine with the $8K though, right?
Yes, but if he made more money, it gotta go up.
I get it, but that's kind of spiteful.
No, that's the law.
See, that's why you can't let the state come into your shit. How you gonna tell me how much money it costs to take care of my kid a month?
What did Jim Carrey say? He said marriage is really weird. It's like I really like this person, so I'm gonna get the government involved.
Yeah.
Like that's what marriage is, I guess. Whatever. That brings us to part 3.
Yeah, I thought I gave you the alley-oop.
So I was having this debate on Twitter with one of our friends, Davon's friends, Ricky. You know, he's a big listener to the podcast. Shout out to Ricky. We appreciate you. But yeah, we was talking about like basically the question is like why get married? Like what are the actual benefits of like getting married? or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I guess it's been a like survey of his of, you know, him trying to find out, like, you know, asking people. He said he asked some guy and he see, that could be on the Instagram story.
No, they ain't no point in
that's
that.
funny. But anyway, asked the guy like basically why get married, and it was like basically it was like better with two people and something else. I can't remember what he said, but I don't know. It sounded like it's cheaper to keep her kind of thing. But we can get into the like the nitty gritty of that question, but like what grinds my gears is that like if we all know how much like society pushes marriage on females or whatever, like makes them want marriage or whatever, and like if for you it's like you know, I can get married, I cannot get married, it don't really matter. Why would you fight against it so much if your girl, if that's her like her fairy tale life thing? Like if it's not like the end of your life, or you know, if the bad side of marriage is not the end of your life or whatever. Like
you said the bad side ain't the end of my life.
I don't know. That's my thing is I'm trying to understand why.
Whole marriage.
Because I don't think like why do men have that idea of marriage? Like
because I think you see it for what it is.
What is it?
A piece of shit.
A tax break?
No.
Why is marriage so bad? What
because
what makes the stuff in the relationship, like what changes once you get married that makes marriage bad but a long-term relationship not?
That's my point. Why can't we just keep the long-term relationship if you feel like that? Why we gotta bring the government into this?
Because you get fucking tax breaks, you restart your credit, people give you more likely
but
to
once
give
you get a divorce,
people more likely to
but
give you a house.
Divorce,
people more likely to give you a house. People more likely to give you a car.
You bringing up all the highs when you get a divorce, because the divorce rate is just as high as the marriage rate. So that we're saying is these. I think marriage is ruining the relationships.
Men are afraid of divorce. That's why they don't get married.
Yeah.
They're afraid of divorce. They're not afraid of breaking up. Yeah. You're way more likely to break up than fucking marry me, nigga.
You can't say that now because divorce rate is higher than the fucking marriage rate.
No, I'm saying you said you scared to lose me.
I'm saying it seems like if I'm looking at marriage as from the outside looking in, it seems like niggas go wrong when they get married.
True.
Like
I think most of that is men deciding what they think marriage is instead of like taking in what it is. Like what the fuck changes?
I don't think you can just blame all that on a man.
What changes?
I don't know. I've never been married.
We don't know. That's the scary part.
That's the whole thing about marriage.
Y'all think it's gonna change?
You remember the what's the nigga that used to spin his shit? Like it was a game on PlayStation. It was like a fox or something. Crash Bandicoot. Remember the boxes with the question marks? And you never knew who was gonna go, what was gonna happen, pop out that motherfucker. That's how marriage is. It's a big ass box with a question mark on it, and we might last, but we might get a divorce, hate each other.
That's not the same thing with a relationship.
Got to pay child support $8,000 a month. If you live in California for 10 years, she entitled to half your lifestyle because Lord knows she can't go back to living regular after she was just in a mansion, and vice versa. He was in a mansion. Like, bro, that's way too much shit. It's way too much shit.
So basically, y'all are trying to protect your heart. You don't want to lose your girl. You don't want her to take your money if y'all break up.
Yeah, that's part of it, but it's more to it. And I think it's not just on men. I think we're reaching the era where even fucking women, y'all niggas be hopping from dick to dick. Like y'all can't stay in a relationship. What does that have to do with? I'm saying marriage probably about to be like fucking movie theaters.
You think you're saying there's more women that don't want to get married?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's the fairy tale that it used to be.
I can see that because like personally, I don't like.
Y'all standards are way too high.
Standards for what?
Life.
Y'all standards way too high. We gotta be a fucking.
Our standards are
we gotta be a housewife. We gotta be a work wife. We gotta be.
No. Don't do that. Our standards is.
Cook for me.
I expect I hate to say it like this, but you're a woman. Like, I'll cook for you too. Like we're in a relationship, but you can't cook for. Women make it seem like it's a problem to cook a meal for a nigga or do anything that's house because Lord knows we're in this woman power era, and I can't do anything that's a woman-like thing, or you can't ask me to do it. Because if you ask me, y'all some weird bozo shit.
No, the problem
now.
is the problem is that our shit is tripled up, and y'all guys downplay, like, just because they went to work, they downplay all the other stuff that women had to do. So like, yeah, it's not just cooking. We gotta raise the kid. We gotta go to work, and we gotta cook, and you just gotta go to work and then sit around after. Like, that just. I don't know. Who
said we just sitting around after?
I'm not saying.
I mean, but a wrong stereotype to throw on a guy. You go to work and just come home and sit around.
No, it's not a stereotype. If the woman is supposed to do all the cooking, and I know you didn't say that, but we're talking about the stereotypical idea of like what a woman is supposed to do when she get married or whatever. What a woman's supposed to do in general. Like if the woman does the cooking, if the woman does the cleaning, if the woman does the child rearing, what the fuck is the nigga doing? But and now women are going to work too. Like
a queen's supposed to make sure her king's straight.
A king is supposed to make sure her queen is straight too.
And he will.
What, by just paying for half for the house or paying for the house?
Talking.
Y'all don't fucking talk.
We do talk.
Y'all don't fucking talk.
Guys
you mean by tolerating what we have to say to you?
Guys are more open to talking now than they have been in our whole generation.
That still gives us a good 10-minute window. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Because y'all don't know how to say stuff.
The thing is, I was saying on Twitter, it's like you on an NBA team, like you got to go to all the practices, you got to do all the press, you got to do all this, but when it comes for the team picture, you ain't fucking in the picture, you ain't got the accolades, you don't get the ring, you don't get the, like, you got to do all the same work, like a long-term relationship versus marriage, like you got to do all the same work with like none of the benefits, and we can even talk literal benefits like tax breaks.
What's the other benefits though? If you're not
being chose, like knowing that, like obviously a nigga can still another obviously.
You don't think that helps?
Let me finish. I think obviously a nigga can still cheat on you if they married, but like
probably more likely
the bigger commitment that he chose to marry. It shows you that he cares about you more than like just a fucking boyfriend. It's not fake.
You talking? Let me just say this.
Yeah.
You talking about the feeling of feeling chose.
Bruh, the state.
You don't think that goes against everything that?
No, the state don't even recognize.
The
state don't even recognize a relationship as a relationship. Like it's just you playing around until you get married. You either single or you married. Like that's not even a real thing. Like we pretending, we fucking being roommates. Like that's just weird.
Nah, what's weird is that you saying that.
I mean, if you pay all your bills in cash, like that's probably fine. Like,
you're talking about like we gotta get married because this don't feel real.
The thing is, no, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
If we just doing all the same stuff while we
that's not what I said.
Just dating, why can't you just marry me? My point exactly. We doing everything that we do.
And it's not fair because no.
The ring makes you chose.
It's so like you chose me in public, not just in private.
What?
You chose me in public, not just in private. Like
the ring shows that you chose
not even
public.
just the
Who
ring.
gives a fuck about public perception?
Obviously us.
I see. But y'all gotta stop lying to yourselves. You can't.
It's not lying to yourself.
You can't say in one hand, I don't care what people think.
I didn't even say that.
But you didn't say it here. But it's been said in life by a bunch of females.
Cares what people think.
No.
All the girls want the title.
You can't say, I don't care what people think about my relationship. I know what we got.
No woman ever. The man say that.
Bruh.
Women don't say that.
Alright.
The side chick might say that.
Alright.
Not Miss Maine.
Y'all niggas is tripping.
Miss Maine.
But, my point being, y'all not getting married anyway.
That's not a point. But like
y'all not getting married anyway. Like
personally,
y'all
I don't even hold up the like the institution of marriage. Like it's not like the end all be all because obviously I've seen marriage that are amazing. I've seen marriage that ain't shit. Like that part isn't it.
And I never seen a good marriage. I never seen a good marriage enough that made me feel like, ooh, I need to do that.
And I think
never in my life.
I think it's because of where we come from, but we're going to limit ourselves.
No,
just because of
even the marriages
our
see.
environment.
I could look at.
What do you think?
You have to see something and want something to want to do it, right? Like, you see this car, I see it drives fast, blah, blah, blah. I want it because it drives fast. Or I'm inspired by that to want it. Anything that you want in life, that's how it goes. I see it. It makes me feel a certain way. I want it. I never looked at a fucking marriage in my life and was like, ooh, I want one of those.
Are we expecting it to be perfect?
No. I'm just saying in my heart of hearts, and I'm pretty sure a lot of men probably feel like this, especially in this generation, women included. Because I think this generation is probably not going to be married.
I think because more men is just, they don't give a fuck about how the women feel. They're just going to do what they want.
I think it's that. And I think, like we talked about on a couple episodes ago, I think the women dynamic is like, y'all don't want to cook, y'all don't want to do anything. Y'all don't want to show any signs that y'all woman wife worthy until you. Let me say this. Y'all don't want to show any signs that y'all wife worthy until you got a ring on it. But the guy's like, if I'm not seeing no signs that you're wife worthy, why would I put a ring on it? You're not showing me anything.
Why is cooking and cleaning wife worthy?
I'm not saying. I didn't say that. I made sure I didn't say those.
So what are we talking about?
I don't know. Whatever.
I
don't know. I'm just saying things that fall to whoever. When the listener listens, when I say things that's unwife worthy, they're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. But
even the ones that are wife worthy ain't getting wifed.
That's true.
It's just a paradigm.
That's
shift
the sad part.
Men.
It's not. I think it's more of a paradigm shift with women.
Because
I think
the women that are wife worthy care more about marriage than the thoughts.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Because that's why the divorce rate is up.
What do you mean? Oh,
because women are just marrying anything.
Yeah, I'm not.
Just for the title. I'm getting married, y'all.
Yeah.
To Bo?
Yeah. You gotta get my clout up.
Yeah, I gotta get my Instagram likes up.
Yeah, and I'm not for that, but I just feel like when we talk about long-term relationships, like, you know, if the guy and the girl say what's gonna change, but we get these extra tax breaks and your girl got extra security because she chose, and you make her feel good, and you give her a wedding, and you choose her in public, like it's
feels
almost
like a lot for you.
Obviously, because we've established that marriage is for women, like.
But it's not supposed to be though, right?
But like, if it's not no extreme,
thing, right?
I guess so. We both supposed to choose to just not get married.
No, we're both supposed to choose to get married though.
But even if it's somebody you would want to marry, you just won't marry because like men these days
obviously,
have this thing about marriage.
they didn't want to get married. You know what I mean? Like I don't think.
No, I think it's a commitment thing. I think it's a control thing. I think that y'all
control. What do you mean? Like,
I think
men
that y'all
don't feel empowered anymore when they get married.
Yeah, I think that y'all feel like it's a way for us to control y'all. I think y'all feel
y'all
like
already control us.
I think y'all feel like you have to change who you are when you get married. I think that y'all put like a lot of negative stuff on marriage before it even becomes a thing.
My only negative thing is I never seen a marriage and was like I want to do that. You seen a marriage?
But that's like I've never seen a rich person, so I'm not gonna get rich. Like I've never seen somebody to have money, so I'm gonna just keep the same amount of money forever.
That never happened.
Huh?
Like everybody's seen somebody rich before.
I know. I'm saying that to say that like you just because you haven't seen a good marriage doesn't mean it should be something that you don't fuck with.
But that's how we go about life, right?
No, because I just gave you the money situation. We like.
But I don't think that was a good example. But I understand it. But I just don't think that's a good example because I get what you're saying. Like if you've never seen a rich person, you don't want to be rich. But I'm saying you've seen a marriage before that would make you want to get married?
I have, because I don't think that marriages are supposed to be perfect. My grandparents.
True. I've seen their marriage too, but it still don't inspire me to want to get married.
I get it. I mean, but that to me sounds like you expect stuff to be perfect.
No.
Like, I don't think...
I'm going into this with no expectations. Like, I just don't have a feeling for that. And I move off feeling.
Like, what about the
just
marriages
like I hope everybody would move off.
What about the marriages you've seen as something like that specific thing? Nope, I don't want to deal with that, so I'm not going to get married.
No, because chances are I'm probably already dealing with it.
So what the fuck is the difference?
Just don't.
You feel like you can walk away easier?
I have no.
Like when shit goes.
I guess that is it. That could be a reason.
Like it's an easier break off if you're just in a relationship rather than if you're married.
I think that could play a part in it.
But what about kids?
I mean, you can still leave though.
I mean, yeah, but isn't kids just as much of a draw to staying together as a marriage will stay together, which is why y'all feel
it depends on the person.
You're just in a relationship.
Some people stay in a relationship for the kids and they be miserable the whole time. Married for 50 years.
I don't think I think choosing to work on it rather than throwing it away like you.
Yeah, of course. I think you should work on it, but once you work on it and then fix, it's still people that still stay in relationships for the kid.
All this, honestly, to me, just sounds like y'all are scared. Like, it doesn't really seem like a...
Only way it just seems unnecessary unless you're including the government aspect of it, which is still weird, like the tax breaks and all this stuff. Other than that, what appeal does it have?
Relationships are anything. Like, relationships are like...
No, they're not.
They are. Like, obviously there's a different spectrum of like different relationships.
Relationships
but, like,
are anything. Are we really gonna agree with that?
I'm gonna like
No,
basically I gotta this is what I'm saying. Like
Okay.
some girl, let me finish. Some girl that just met this nigga at the club and fucked him for 4 weeks. She called her shit a relationship. I call my shit a relationship. I've been with somebody for 15 years.
Who
like
cares?
it should be levels. It should be levels.
Who
like
cares,
it
bro?
should be levels.
With you saying that makes me see how we just care about other people's shit way too much.
No, you care that you don't.
If you know what your situation, if you know what your situation
dating.
is, and you're comfortable in your situation, how can you look at somebody like, I feel offended because I'm on the same level as her and she got a relationship for 4
some
weeks.
bitch that's trying to talk to you and it'd be like, well, he don't have a ring on his finger.
What girl says that though? Girls are more attracted to niggas with rings. Are you crazy? Getting a marriage ring is like a fucking dun 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 dun. If you want to be frank.
I guess, but it's still women that say like it ain't.
All right.
I'm not saying
hoes
that
gonna be hoes. You think the ring stopping the hoe?
No, that's the point. But it's still that you care to fucking I don't know.
You think his care awareness raises?
Huh?
You think his caring awareness raises with the ring on?
No,
Just a question.
Not caring about me. No, because niggas still pieces of shit.
So you'll be like, so you rather get. Not rather, that's the wrong choice of words. So you'll be, it's just weird. So you like come to terms like, yeah, niggas gonna be shit. You probably still cheat on me if we get married, but let's get married. You know what I mean? Like that sounds so crazy to me.
That's what we have to work with these days.
And
but
the divorce rate is higher than the marriage rate.
I'm not saying necessarily.
What is your token to that?
What my token to what?
The divorce rate being higher than the marriage rate.
Number one, we need to fact check that because you know how you just be throwing out facts all the time like they true. I mean, obviously, a divorce rate it has to be high, but I don't know. It's just like any relationship, they work or they don't. Like, is that supposed to stop you from going deeper in your relationship because whether it's gonna work or not?
It should.
That's like thinking about
I don't
breaking
know.
up while you're happy.
You know, I don't know what movie it was, but it was something like. Never care about something that you can't turn away from in 5 minutes or some shit like that. I don't know what movie that was in.
I feel like it was a series.
But something like that. And I think that's how some men think. Going to your point. Yeah, like
40 to 50%.
In America.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's a lot. How can you tell me like marriage is great and then show me those stats?
It's like saying a relationship wasn't great.
Okay.
It's like saying a relationship wasn't great because they broke up. Like you can still have a great relationship,
but
it just didn't work out. No, it's like having
the relationship wasn't great if you break up, bro.
But that doesn't mean you didn't get great things out of it.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's.
But
supposed
it came from pain.
If it don't last forever, it's not supposed to be. Like if
it's not.
What?
You said if it didn't last forever, it's not supposed to be.
No, if it don't last forever, then it don't count.
No, it shouldn't.
What? Not. You know how many people date before they meet their forever person?
A lot, especially in this
and be in
era.
long-term relationships before they meet their forever person. Like that's retarded. I don't know.
There's something I was about to say, but I forgot.
Was it with the quote like?
Yeah, looking at the divorce rate, just going from a business standpoint also, does that seem like a smart move business-wise? It's like a restaurant.
Yeah,
it's like opening a restaurant.
That
you know how they say like 50%
McDonald's
of restaurants fail?
Yeah, but it's like I'm Burger King, McDonald's fails. So that mean Burger King gonna fail?
Probably soon. If we just using those two, if McDonald's failed,
Y'all-
Burger King is
y'all
definitely.
pussies.
If McDonald's is,
Y'all pussy.
if McDonald's fails, if bro,
that's pussy. You're not
It might
going to
be.
start a business because somebody else failed.
no,
You don't believe in yourself enough to fucking succeed.
Not when we in a joint
Pussy.
business.
Pussy.
Not a joint
It's
business.
whack.
If it was my business,
All
yes.
y'all niggas whack.
But a joint business with a partner. What was I watching? Pros, when he was talking about like, how did you know that like y'all wouldn't last, like, cause you so well off now, like you obviously prepared for it. And he was like, I'm a psych major type shit. And he was like, I went to college for that before the Fugees, and he dropped out his senior year in college. And he was like, I could read people. And he was like, I could tell subtle signs that it wasn't gonna last long. He was like, cause I could read people. I thought that was dope.
That's still playing God.
Playing God?
Yeah.
I mean, if you talk about intuition and everything, we do play at some point, some part of kind of God-like things.
True, but
if you talk about putting stuff into the universe and coming back.
Yeah, I get it, but when it comes to like somebody else's free will, like I can see watching them different because of your intuition, but to say like I'ma just end this now because
Nah, he didn't say that. He said he just
watched it. Like he
felt it,
and
watched
then when
it.
it happened, he
He
wasn't surprised.
That's why he
because had
prepared
the
for the
intuition.
future. Awareness is never a bad thing, right?
No.
So if you're showing me that 50% of marriages fail in the United States,
But that's not you.
My
that's
man
not
Nas
them.
gotta pay $8,000 a month in child support.
Pros was talking about Pros's
I
situation.
know,
Like it's not them. Like I don't know. That's.
Yeah, you're right.
Just
Everybody is their own person.
I understand that like once we take away like the actual like love institution of marriage, it doesn't leave much that isn't from the government. Like I get that, but like I just feel sad that like relationships, commitment, loyalty, all that stuff is just kind of falling by the wayside in this time period. So I feel like in a time where like relationships are so let me finish, so thrown away, like I think we need marriage to like I don't know to I guess just to
balance
uphold
things
the
out.
institution because nothing else really is
Well,
like the institution of love.
you know how like things progress in life and we gotta adapt
Yeah.
or die.
Yeah. So now marriage is like I post it on my Instagram.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how you know somebody's in a relationship, right?
That's
Right?
super
You don't
sad.
know. You don't even care about that person's life until, or the person they dated until they post something on. So, something else I was about to say. I forgot. But yeah, yo, be careful out there.
Be careful out there. The fuck? That's what you said. I can't. Oh yeah, but that completes the trilogy, right?
That was a hell of a trilogy.
Yeah. Long story short, niggas is pussies. Y'all scared. Y'all fearful, and you're gonna hold yourself back by having.
What about the women? You totally neglecting y'all whole.
What about the women? I'm not
Y'all
talking
don't think
about the
it's-
thoughts. I'm talking about niggas, and when I talk about men, I'm talking about the men that's in a relationship that where it's the type of person you chose. Like, all right, I could be with this person forever, but you choose not to get married.
If I could be with you forever, why would I get married?
That's using the person.
How?
Because it's like I don't
Aren't you
have
using
to
me
make
also?
no extra effort.
If that's the case, if you
I
feel
don't
that
have to
strongly
make
about
no
marriage,
extra
you
effort.
should propose to me.
I wish we could, but men have a thing about fucking stuff like that. It's a power struggle.
It's
like
kind of weird.
I think.
She look all desperate down there on her knees.
See,
and
why
shit.
is it desperate? Y'all don't look desperate when y'all do it.
Nah, it's kind of like masculine because we're sharing a
Oh
layer
my
of toughness
fucking
to even
God.
get down on the knee to bow to you. So
Oh
it's
my
like
fucking
honor
God.
in a
Is
way.
that what it is? That's what y'all don't like about getting married? You gotta bow down to us.
No, I mean
Y'all is whack.
we get on our knees, eat the box all the time. I don't think it's the.
I don't
I
understand.
think that's the knee bowing down is the thing. But Tony, why you don't want to get married? Why haven't you?
I'm about to say you just put that on him.
Yeah, you're old enough now. So what's the age you get married at?
Bro, he's had 3 relationships.
That he all said he was gonna get married to.
No, he did not.
He said this is the one. How many
This
times
is
you heard
the
that?
first time I've ever heard him
That
say
ain't the
that.
first time I heard him say that. I ain't gonna dig up his receipts on the show. Okay. Okay. So how old you gotta be? Keyword stable and know for sure.
What the fuck? Why is that a keyword?
Because if a guy doesn't know for sure, a lot of times these divorce rates are so high because people jumping into shit they're not sure if they're doing stuff because the other person like pressure or it has to be just
I think
pressure.
divorces
Like,
are people growing in different directions. Like
that's why we gotta get this relationship time. Not ours, but
no, I know, I'm
somebody else's
still rolling my
relationship.
eyes whether it's our relationship.
Because I
want to
see what we growing into. I want to see where you grow. I want to see where I grow.
So
Maybe
what's
I'll
the-
grow and don't
what's
grow
the-
together. And if
what's
we
the
get
growth?
married in the 3rd year and I didn't know who you was gonna be at the 5th year, Jesus Christ.
What's the growth time period? What's the growth requisite? What's the amount of years that the growth has to mature that you know?
25.
25? We gonna be dead before we get proposed to? I'm done. I'm signing out. I'm done for the night.
You can get married
Good night.
on deathbed.
Good night. I'm done. You
That
can.
was clearly a
You
joke.
can
That was
follow
jokes.
me. No, but I really
That was
believe that y'all
jokes.
niggas think
That
this.
was a joke.
I really
About
think.
to
I
destroy
really
us
think
all.
y'all think this.
Tony
like-
had a whole nother number.
And
What you was about to
what
say,
if the
Tony?
girl? What if the girl?
He said 5
What
years.
if it's a deal breaker for the girl?
enough. What you mean?
Like getting married or not is not a deal breaker for you. You just feel like, it's extra work that I don't want to put in. But for the girl, it's a deal breaker, and this is the girl of your dreams.
Oh, if
It's
I'm not,
Before then, hopefully.
but if I'm not feeling it, then no. We just gonna have to break up. You can't force me to get married. You can't force me to do anything.
I mean, I don't think it should be a force.
that's what I'm
thing,
saying.
but
But you just said, what
if the
girl
guy is neutral and the girl is like, it's her whole life, it makes her
yeah,
break
do what
the
you gotta do.
relationship.
Do what you do. But if the guy don't want to do it, she can't
Yeah,
be
I'm not
mad
talking
at
about
that.
that.
Oh yeah, if you neutral, do what you gotta do, baby.
So basically, the niggas that's in long term relationships, they not neutral. They got doubts, and that's why they don't
Everybody got doubts.
propose. That's
Right?
why you should just love who the fuck you love.
I do.
We don't like.
I do love.
Niggas die every
I need
day.
a paper
B.
to show that
Niggas
I
die
love.
every day. B. You holding out like your fucking next level of your love, showing your woman how much you are committed to
Niggas
her.
die every day.
and
So
you
let's not
care
waste time worrying
her.
about this stuff.
Let's not waste time letting society dictate what you do.
But you're
or
the
not.
one that's letting society dictate. The whole match
I
is
want
a
to be
society.
chose. I want to know that I'm more than all the
She
other people
wanna
that you
be
just dated or
saved.
that you just had a relationship with. Like I want to know that I'm more important than your past girlfriends or like just any relationship
I
you
get it.
just
I get it.
grown into. Like
I get it. Still weird.
it's
Context.
like fucking you work as a fucking you work at a restaurant for fucking 50 years and you stay the hostess.
That's your issue. Somebody should work at any job and stay in the same position for like. more
But
than a
that's
couple
what you
years.
doing if you fucking in a relationship and y'all just you never get married.
I guess.
Bruh, over 5 years, you staying the hostess. Like that's whatever.
Hostess is such a
I
weird
signed
word.
off. Huh?
Hostess.
I'm signing off. You can find me on Instagram at
We didn't talk about the
LTNYA.
teachers.
Fuck them teachers. Fuck everybody. Everybody whack.
Fuck Davon and staff record label and this motherfucker.
Specifically the male teachers. Cause fuck them.
Yeah,
But yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at LTNYA.
I'm playing Bricky
On
for
Twitter
this.
at LTNYA_. You can follow the podcast at ACK
I
the
wasn't even
Hero
ready.
on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and iTunes. I meant to say iTunes first.
Yep.
And that's it, y'all. It's like nah.
All right.
No, tell them where they can find you.
In your nearest hood near you.
You're right.
You can find me at.
I was about to
Life is
say you
Tatum.
really give me
Sorry.
handles.
You can find me at Life of Tatum on Twitter and Instagram. Hopefully we'll be back next week. If I don't die, if I do die, you do know who killed me.
I'ma just
With a,
take my child.
he looks
Get
like
some
me.
cigarettes
so
and
as long as you
OJ.
get hunted forever by my face, that's all. That's fine with me. And my child is good enough for that.
Whatever.
I planted the seed of like spawn, so
Yeah.
he's like, even if I go, he's gonna be like, that's the dope part about having a son, because you like literally continuing your like legacy. Tanya's like, cut it, but you literally isn't that some cool shit? Whatever, I just thought that was cool. Like,
Yeah.
he's really continued.
No, that's weird.
I say weird. I said cool.
I mean, but it's cool in a weird way. Like you made a clone to like act on your behalf once you're gone.
That's fucking insane. It's like mini me. But all right.
But yeah, peace out, bitches. Mitches.